Boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're live, and I don't know whether or not I can be seen or if the audio is working. So there's a few people already in the chat. So please drop some comments if I can be seen and I can be heard. Bored through the pain. Hello, Hans. He says that that I can be seen. Can I be heard? That is the thing that I want to know. Is the audio coming through? Carlos says, yo. We've got Joseph Erickson. A couple of people in there. Joseph Erickson says that he can see me and he can hear me. That's fantastic. I'm going through a totally different setup to what I normally do. I'm using my GoPro as a camera. So that will go, this live stream will probably go until my camera overheats. I think Bad Riders would be very impressed. And I can see he's just made a comment about the audio setup. So we're actually using a proper condenser microphone that I've actually figured out how to make work through my computer. So let's go. A couple of shout outs before we get into the meat and the bones of the video or the live stream. So Ellstacker Adventures, first to comment. So good to have you here, my friend. Hopefully you're still out there somewhere. I know you're having the day off today. His brother, Tim Wilson, what a legend. I'm looking forward to hearing all about your wedding, actually, when it comes up. Bit over a month now, month and a half away, I think. So Robert Fowler from up in Queensland, good to have you here. It's been a while since I've been live. And Bad Riders wants to know, where's the Vegemite Tater Gang? I don't know if potatoes and Vegemite are a thing that should ever go together, just quietly. I don't know about that. Bored through the pain. It's good to see you actually here in a live stream. I don't know if this is maybe the first live stream that Hans has been present on my channel that he hasn't actually been in physically, actually. So how's the summer going over there, Hans? I know you've been doing a lot of bike riding and some one-wheeling, so I'm stoked. Maddox Starnes, nice to have you on here, my friend. I have vivid memories and really good memories of us riding up at Berg's Basin together and doing so many laps to try and get a really good shot of you sending it off this little embankment. And I believe I still have the footage for that. And where my editing is up to, we will get to as well. So what other shout outs do we have? Yep, Joseph Erickson, good to see you. Bored through the pain. Bad Riders. Who else have we got? Luke Hayes is in the chat too. He says, Ellstacker, Lucky Luke Adventures, let's go. Oh dear. So yeah, that's going to be the main reason why I wanted to get on with you guys and have a chat today. Is there's an exciting visit coming up very, very soon, sooner than what you might think, and some very exciting things happening here in Australia. So I'm stoked. Adventurer Carlo asking everyone to explode the like button. We have 3 likes, 6 people watching, which I'm pretty stoked on that. So there's our Luke Hayes in the chat, who's claimed that I haven't had a live stream in 6 months. I think that I have done one in sooner than, like, more recently, but we'll see how we go with that. Ellstacker says, Chuck Van weak, ? What are you referring to, my friend? Bored through the pain says it looks legit. Yeah, it's a much wider angle, and the camera has I'm actually using the Hero 8 that I broke. I don't know if I've even told the story, but my old Hero 8 camera, the SD card slot is busted in it, and unfortunately I can't use that camera anymore. So I thought I'd plug it in as a webcam and see how it goes. I've got the Hero 10 now. and I'm quite happy with that camera. Ellstacker. Joseph Erickson says it's good to see Ellstacker. It's always good to see Ellstacker. Bad Riders. Is Tim going to tube Falls? If Tim could come to Falls Creek, I reckon Tim would be down for sure. Bored Through the Pain says, I've made a few, not too many though. It's kind of late over here. Yeah, on the East Coast of America, it'd be quite, or the United States, should I say. I suppose the United States is part of North America, so I wasn't wrong. Said it's kind of late. It would be getting late over there. What is the time? It would be, I'm going to guess, somewhere around 11 p.m. maybe. Here in on the east coast of Australia, it is currently 22 minutes past 1 in the afternoon on, I don't even know what day it is, Sunday, the 31st of whatever month it is. Sunday, the 31st of July, it should be. So I'm going to read a couple more comments because Ellstacker's made like 3 or 4 of them, and then give you guys a bit of a lowdown on what's been happening with me. If you guys are interested at all in that. Oh, we're up to 6 likes now. Thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate that. My channel doesn't get a whole lot of traffic. It's more of a hobby channel for me, but I know that you guys like talking to me and talking with each other. So I like to host that conversation whenever I can. All right, Ellstacker. All right. What have I missed up here? Bored Through the Pain says that he heard New Zealand had to shut down some ski resorts due to having too much snow. That would not surprise me. I wish that was the case here in Australia. Hasn't been the deepest snow season. We've had a lot of weather, which has been good, but not so many lots of weather where I live on the coast, and heaps of rain here, but not so many storms that have translated into big snow events. We've had a couple, and there's pretty good coverage at the resorts right now. This is kind of the peak time of the year, and I can give a better report on that probably next week because I'll be heading down to do some snowboarding. Luke Hayes has giving us the update on my last live stream. Yes, it was only last month. Was just trying to push me to have another one. And all of you who may be enjoying this live stream, and I hope that you all do and are, have Luke Hayes to thank for it because he was the one that pushed me to do it. I wasn't going to be doing a live stream, but hey, here we are. So I'm stoked on that. But you can all thank Luke Hayes. And please do, because the guy's a legend. Sends me lots of messages all the time. We need a week of Chuck vids, says Ellstacker Adventures. He also says, if Chuck does a week of vids, I'll do a week of vids. You know, I almost have enough videos saved to do that. Almost. Not quite. I think I got 5 videos that I could drop. And the first one's pretty innocuous, actually. If how many people have I got in the chat? I don't know. I need to come up with something that's going to be worth it for me to actually drop. If I was to drop a video today, I don't know what could you guys give me in return. I don't know if we can get like more people. We'll see. I don't know. Tell me in the chat. What can you guys offer me that would make me want to submit a video that it's maybe, I think the first one's 6 minutes long. It's not a very long one. But then that's opening the floodgates. We'll see. Anyway, Ellstacker Adventures says, Chuck, thanks for all the traveling help. So I was on the phone with Ellstacker last night, and it was about 2 a.m. Boise, Idaho time, and we finally got probably what was the last piece of the puzzle in place. So it is absolutely no secret that because he's been telling everyone that Ellstacker Adventures, the Elliot Wilson himself, has been wanting for a long time to come to Australia and is wanting to come visit those of us who reside down here, myself included, and that is totally happening. If you've seen the thumbnail for this video, then you would know that that is the case. So coming soon. So actually, within 2 weeks. I do even have a reminder on my phone that is a live reminder, and I'm just going to open that up right now. I have it here. But Ellstacker Adventures, 15 days, 22 hours. So just over 2 weeks, and we're going to have Ellstacker Adventures here in Australia. So last night we were talking about the visa that he needs to come over here. His flights have been paid for and booked in, and there's a few other little logistical things that we've been working on, but Ellstacker is coming here. It'll be around about Tuesday, the 16th of August, that I pick Ellstacker up from the airport. So let's get back to some comments here, and I'll talk about why it's been a few months that I have not been here or have not really done anything on YouTube. Bored Through the Pain says 11:20 p.m. over there. Yeah, must be late. Shout out to Mama Dukes. Bored Through the Pain's mum. Legend. And everyone's mum out there. Ellstacker says that it's 9:20 in Idaho and put some potatoes in the chat. You guys can put some potatoes, kangaroos, koalas. I'd like to see some Australian themed emojis in the chat if we can have those, please. Oh, we're up to 8 likes. Thank you very much. Adventure Carlo says Chuck Week would be sick. Well, the videos that I've edited so far are only up to literally my first day at Bogus Basin. I haven't even finished doing that yet. So unfortunately, I haven't got to the Carlo video. I want to do the Carlo video, and I want to do the Maddox video. Those are close, very close actually, to on the list of ones that I need to edit. Bad Rider says we are getting snow down here, Chuck. That's awesome. Is it snowing? I earlier today I had a look at, I think it was Threadbow's live cam, and it showed that there was it would look like it was raining at Threadbow, honestly. Yes, we need a Bored Through the Pain live stream, says Luke Hayes. You know not what you ask, Luke Hayes. we were Elliot and I were able to get Bored Through the Pain on a live stream, but for him to do one on his own for his own channel, geez, I would like to see that. That'd be good. Hans, are you still listening? We need a live stream from you, buddy. Just even if it's a short one, and this one probably will be a short one too. We'll see. Looks like my GoPro is going okay, hosting the stream, and you guys, I hope, can still hear me. So we're doing good there. Oh, Alex is in the chat. I know Alex has been riding with Ellstacker Adventures at the Jonathan Buckhouse camp, I believe, that happened recently, a couple of weeks ago. Welcome to my channel, Alex. Really pleased to have you here. Bad Riders says, oh, and Chuck, guess who got some stomp pads for his new boards? I had the pleasure of going riding at Mount Buller with Bad Riders. What was it? Last week? The week before? And the conditions were variable, to say the least. We had kind of a mix, a little bit of firm conditions, a little bit of slush, a little bit of rain, a little bit of poor visibility, a bit of good visibility. So it's kind of a bit of everything. And we had a good time though. It's always good to have fun. I think it's impossible to not have fun when you're snowboarding. But yeah, Adam Bad Riders had a few interesting moments coming off the chairlift. Let's say that. And the board that he was riding didn't have a stomp pad on it. So I'm a huge proponent I'm a huge supporter of stomp pads. I have them on all of my snowboards. So I don't think there's any problem with that. If you don't want your foot to be sliding around, then stomp pad's a really good way to do it. Ellstacker says he's going to visit Chuck soon. Luke saying hello to Alex. I actually saw you guys. I know Jonathan Buckhouse just had a live stream just before mine. I was going to go live earlier, but I saw that Jonathan was live, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to let Jonathan have his have his live stream. I'm going to let Buckhouse have his stream. That's a funny thing to say. Ellstacker has got. Oh, we've got a kangaroos and a potato in the chat. That's awesome. All right. Let's smash through some more comments. Luke saying hi to Elle. If you're thinking about buying a new GoPro, buy one at the airport and you'll get it duty free. That's a really good thing to say because Bad Riders is coming in saying, what's the debate? Insta360 are dropping deets on a new camera Tuesday. Are they really? The 1X2 isn't that old though. So I wonder what the new camera is going to be. I'm happy with my Hero 10. Bad Riders, no, Ellstacker is saying that he's debating buying a Hero 10. Hero 10's a good camera. Don't have to muck around with all that 360 nonsense. It's not nonsense, but, you know, is it easier? I don't know. There's some. I had the chance to play around at Bad Rider's behest with his his Insta360 1X2, and I didn't hate the experience. I'll say that. But it's still not as straightforward as just shooting. It is nice to know that whatever you do, it's in the frame, but it's also a bit of a pain because we had some issues with one side of the lens being like more fogged up than the other, and you could really, like when it was really bad weather and raining, you could see the stitch mark between the two lenses, and there was just this thing just going like this the whole time through the footage, and it didn't look very nice at all. I made a very quick edit. I might put that on my Instagram a bit later. If you guys, let me know if you guys want to see it. I was doing a little bit of it was just a run down a Bulla, but some 360 footage. Alex says he's from Dallas, and I can see. Did I see a Clayton Dawson appear in my comment in my chat below there? G'day, Twinny. It's good to have you here. How about that? It's been a while since Twinny's been on this channel at all. It's been a while since I've kind of posted anything actually. So, but good to see you, Twinny. Who else have we got? Did I miss anyone new that's come to the chat? Alex says, I got to support Ellstacker's Adventures. We all support Ellstacker's Adventures. That's actually the whole reason why Ellstacker and I became friends. Supporting each other's adventures. But it's mainly me supporting his adventures. My adventures are not as exciting as his. I'm happy to be a side character. Adventurer Carlo says that he saw Threadbow's camera. That's good. Oh, yeah, Bored Through the Pain is telling me that he's still here. That's great. This is the kick in the pants that I need. Well, I don't know if it's in the pants that I'm kicking you, but I would like there's quite a few people who follow your channel. I reckon they'd like to see you live. War Chuck, you streaming through the 8 ? Exclamation point, says Bad Riders. Yes, I am streaming through the Hero 8 right now. That's how you're looking at me. We're up to 9 likes. Fantastic. I know. I reckon we need at least 15. If I can get 15 likes, then maybe I release a video today. Maybe. We'll see. Andre, is it Andre? Alex Andre? Is that how I pronounce your name, Alex? Where's the donate button? Yeah, I need a lot more followers, a lot more subscribers before people can donate to me. But I'm here just for the vibe. I'm here for the good times, and I'm here because I enjoy spending my time with you guys, and facilitating a chat that's I don't know, maybe a little more casual than some of the other snowboard YouTubers do, I guess. Other snowboard, I claim, as I say that as if I am a snowboard YouTuber. That's not what I do. I actually teach people how to drive. That's what I do. This is a fun thing that I do on the side. Ellstacker is saying that Alex is awesome. I think for the suggestion of making a donation. Thank you. Luke says, I don't think he's big enough yet. Thank you for including yet there. If I get off my ass and actually like edited some videos, then maybe more people would watch them. But it's mainly just like holiday videos for me that I try and spice up a little bit. Robert Fowler says, I'm gonna let you have your live stream, mate. I appreciate it, because if it wasn't for you, Robert Fowler, I don't know if I'd be doing live streams in the first place. You're always at every one of my live streams. Big supporter. And I think it's because he wants me to come up to Queensland, southern Queensland, and ride electric things with him. So because up in Queensland is actually you're allowed to ride e-skates and one wheels and such things like on footpaths and on the street, on the sidewalk, for the Americans in the chat. Not technically, that's not legal here in New South Wales. Doesn't stop me from doing it, but it's not legal. Ellstacker, it says, where's everyone watching from? That's a really good question. So from that, I've got a bunch of new comments. I don't know how like real YouTubers keep up with. I've got like, I don't know, I've got 8 people in this chat right now, and it's hard to keep up with what people are saying to me. But and I've lost my place again. That's so funny. Bored Through the Pain says upload to the gram. Okay. All right. I will upload that video to the gram later on, and you guys can see how bad the stitching was on the 1X2. Bad Riders is going to have something to say about that, I'm sure. Ellstacker says, doggy. I love Chuck Adventures. All right, you'll see them soon. You'll be living them soon. You'll be here. I can't wait. Also says, we need you to release the Chuck Akives, the Chuck Kives. Clayton Dawson, I've been on an absence because there hasn't been any more Japan content. Yeah, I've got such a long list. I really want to do the USA trip content first, and then after that I'll probably go back to the Japan stuff, because there is some stuff there that I'd like to release. It's just a matter of I working an actual real job, and I've had a lot on my plate recently, so I've been trying to do a lot to get ready for Ellstacker coming here, actually, and that's the main reason. Maddox Starn says he's back. I didn't realize you'd gone, but it's really good to have you back. Thank you. We're glad to have you back. I did say before that soon on the list of videos to edit is that one that the footage that you were in, actually, from Bogus Basin. So I'm looking forward to that. Whether that's going to be a full video or just like a part or something that I put up, on Instagram or something. I don't know, but we'll see. It's going to be something for sure. Luke Hayes says, everyone get on your other devices and make sure you get this to 15 likes. That's hilarious. Luke wants to see the video. I'm stoked. At least that's one person. Bad Riders. You need to get your brother to unleash his Japan content 20. Speaking of said brother, just appearing in the frame, just behind me, momentarily, probably trying to get his Uber Eats or menu log delivery. That's correct. He says that's correct. And if Bored Through the Pain is still here, then you'd be saddened to know that Swanee is actually wearing a shirt. One of the very rare times. Ellstacker says, hey, cool. I always wanted to stream from the GoPro and I never tried it. Well, I'm actually surprised that it hasn't overheated yet. I'm going to be honest. I'm surprised we're still going. We're 26 minutes in, and I thought it was going to cut out by now. I'm not going to lie, but we're going to keep this thing rolling while it's still going. Adventurer Carlo's got some kangaroos in the chat. I'm stoked. If I've missed someone's comment, because sometimes I'm jumping up and down in the chat, then please just pop it in again, and I'll get to it in the bottom. In fact, soon I'm just going to go to the bottom of the chat. Clayton Dawson says Lachlan won't. What won't Lachlan do? That's what I want to know. Clayton Dawson says he's watching from his house at Thornton. Bad Riders, where's Swanee? We know where Swanee is. He's in the background. He's here. Bored Through the Pain is talking about a crackdown. Too many people running red lights and cutting cars off. Really? That's interesting. Oh, they're talking. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's probably moving on from my comments about where e-skates and electric rideable devices, PEVs, are legal and not legal to ride. Very interesting. That makes sense now. Robert Fowler says he's heading off. Have a good stream. Thanks, Rob. Good to have you here, and hope to hear from you soon. And I think you're only a month or two away from going to New Zealand, so I hope that you manage to meet up with Snowball Pro Camp while you're over there, because I know that he's going in September as well. Al the Bishop's here. Blessings, brother. Hey, Chuck. G'day, Al. It's nice to have you here, and a pleasure to briefly meet your acquaintance on video chat the other day with Elliot. Everyone's saying hi to Al the Bishop. Melissa Doctor's here. Hey, Melissa. Good to see you too. We're up to 12 likes now. Well, we're getting dangerously close. Maybe I have to up the ante. I'm doing well. Ellstacker says Melissa, exclamation point. So actually he says, Melissa! We're cannonballing the like button. Or so says Ellstacker Adventures. Mackie P's in here. G'day, Mackie. Mackie from Canada. We love to hear it. We love to see it. We love to say it. We love to see Chuck on a live stream. It's good to be here, actually. Speaking of that, I did see in the comments just before I went live that Bad Riders asked, will Chuck be drinking during this live stream? I'm drinking water from Pieface. So, my screen is like, I just realized that I'm backwards. I love it when the camera kind of like mirrors itself, and you can tell because all the text is backwards. But no drinking for me at the moment, because I have been, that's not going to work over there. Yeah, that'll work. In the last couple of months, I have had Twenty says pie water ? It's not actually pie water, but it's water from the pie place, pie branded water more than anything. You do have to protect the neck, Adam. That is correct. Totally correct. But in any case, what was I talking about? I've got no idea. I've just lost. Oh, yeah. In the last couple of months, I don't know if any of you are aware of gout or what gout is. It is a horrendous condition. So the neck is fine. It is the ankle that has not been so good. The Achilles, actually. So gout is a condition that's caused by high urate or uric acid levels in your system. And if you can imagine what it's like for little crystals to form on the bones in between your joints and specific joints, and that causes those joints to become inflamed and swollen and very sore. I had that probably for about a month on my right Achilles. And I can tell you now, it has not been fun, and I'm still not completely over it. One of the triggers for that is alcohol. So I have not been drinking alcohol recently, but it is getting better because I'm on the correct meds and everything for it now. I have been snowboarding, so that's all good. But I'll probably maybe sneak a beer or something in the next week or two. But I've been very, 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 very mellow on the drinking recently. Yep, Melissa says no drinking. There we go. It hit 15 likes. We've got 10 people currently watching. We've got 16 likes. I can see it, which, geez, I'd love to get to 20. But I guess later on today, I might have to drop a video, mightn't I? So, I don't know. Let's see. I still want to get to 20. 20, if I get 20 likes, 100% after this live stream, within the hour, I'll premiere a video. After 20 likes. That's my claim. So I'm just going to go up in the chat to make sure that I hadn't missed anything important. But we've got some world emojis, which is good. We've got Bored Through the Pain saying it feels like yesterday that we were all over there. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. That was February, March, and it's now nearly August, and Ellstacker Adventures is going to be over here. So, but the gout thing answers sort of part of where I've been the last couple of months. The other part of it is I've been working a lot. Just for those of you who don't know, I'm a driving instructor, so I do driving lessons, teach people how to drive a motor vehicle, a car, and that's kind of my main thing, my main passion. But snowboarding is my passion, but snowboarding doesn't pay the bills. So, and nor does YouTube, not at this point anyway. But I've just really been doing a lot of that. So trying to stack as much cash as I can, because earlier this year I went to the United States of America and I had a great time hanging out with Ellstacker Adventures. Now I took about a month off work, and now Ellstacker Adventures is coming here to Australia, and we couldn't be more stoked on that. I'm really looking forward to him coming. We're going to do some snowboarding. We're going to do a bunch of things. But I'm taking essentially almost another month off work. So that's a lot of not working. And I don't get leave in my work. So if I'm not working, I'm not making money. So I need to be able to make my house payments and stuff like that. So I've kind of been focused a lot on that and working a lot of hours, which is why editing videos has slowed down, and I've been working most weekends, so it's been difficult for me to do live streams and stuff, but it's really good to be back. So What have I missed? Just trying to find where I'm at in the comments. Some people saying bye to Robert Fowler. Ellstacker says cannonball the like button. Bored through the pain says we need 3 more likes. From what I can see right now, we're at 19 likes. One more, and we get a video premiere tonight or today, depending on where in the world you're watching from. Yep, net comments. I know I caught it, sort of changed the goalpost, but we only need one more now. Someone out there is probably creating another account just so they can like. But I'm not against that. I think that'd be good fun. Yeah, Mackie P said mad swelling in relation to the gout. Yeah, it does cause really bad swelling. Actually, I won't show you guys. It's a bit gross. But yeah, I've got a picture of my ankle that's just blown up. It's not fun at all. But I'm a lot better now. Luke Hayes says videos going up, Chuck. I want one. My stats still say I'm at 19. I want 20. Bored through the pain says boom, dropping some videos soon. Woot. Yeah. Oh, the DeWeek Camper podcast. Someone has logged into the DWCP YouTube account. I love that. I reckon that's bad riders for sure. No making new accounts, people. Invite your friends. Thanks, Mackie P. I appreciate you saying that. So I think the video that I will drop today, it's just kind of a preparation video. And it's set just before I went to the United States of America. So, in fact, I've got a couple of videos of stuff that I did leading up to that. I think it's maybe about, you think I would know, but I actually edited this video a while ago. Oh, we've got someone in here called Rose Toes. Very nice. Rose Toes dropping potatoes. Very interesting. I wonder who that is. Oh, Luke Hayes. One of his comments got held for review. If only I had moderators in the chat that could deal with that. Luke Hayes says, I'm so glad you had this live chat. It's a heavy one, loads of people. This is probably one of the heavier chats I've had since I was in the United States, actually. 10 people concurrently, 19 likes. I'm stoked on that. I really want to know who Rose Toes is. I wonder who it is. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. I honestly have no idea. And Bad Riders, Chuck just hit 150 subs. Seriously? I had no idea. Did I? I'm going to have to look that up. Oh my gosh, you are correct. 150 subscribers. I'm stoked. It's okay, Mackie P. At this point, I'm thinking Rose is Carlo. I don't know about that. We'll see. Is it Carlo? Yeah. I still want one more. Bad Rise says that's got to be worthy of a drop. Getting close. How could we be just one like away? Just want 20. Ash Dawson is here. Officially the only YouTuber I've ever liked. You're welcome. Thank you, Ash. I very much appreciate you coming on. I know this is not really your thing at all. And I really do appreciate that. Am I on the big TV? I don't know. I assume most people in here are probably watching on their phones. So, that's probably the biggest thing I want to talk about is the Ellstacker Adventures himself coming here to Australia. We're probably going to spend a bit of time in my hometown in Newcastle, Australia, for at least the first couple of days um, that Ellstacker is going to be here. We're definitely doing some snowboarding and meeting up with some friends, so that's going to be funny. Mackie says, "Nah, bruh, you're on the big screen. I like it. Thank you." Carlo's watching on his phone. I'm watching on my computer, actually, computer screen. But which is kind of a requirement for me actually doing this. I can do it from my phone, but this new rig and setup requires for me to run it through my computer if I'm using the GoPro and I'm using like the proper microphone. So hopefully, Brosto says, "Let's go." It wouldn't be. Well, Ellstacker just made a comment like just before that, so I don't think it's Ellstacker. Is Rose Toes. Otherwise, he's really quick at switching in between his multiple accounts. Luke Hayes says, "I know personally Chuck has put in a lot of work to make sure Elliot has a good time. You're a legend, buddy. Thank you. I think you are a legend." Born Through the Pain says, "Not I." I don't know. Have you ever heard the term "whoever smelt it dealt it"? I don't know. I can see Bored Through the Pain creating a Rose Toes alter ego account. But now, I don't know, that's the second comment in a row that Rose Toes has followed Ellstacker exactly. It has to be. Has to be Ellstacker. Oh, and we've hit 20 likes. There we go. How about that? Can I even... No, that's not going to work. I'm going to put some kangaroos in the chat. Very good. So yeah, we're going to... Elliott's going to fly in, and I don't know what state he's going to be in when he comes in. It depends on whether he gets to sleep on the plane or not, but probably going to keep him mellow for the first couple of days. We're definitely going to do a couple of live streams, probably at least one on my channel, probably a couple. I'm going to have to help him out as to when Friday night is for him to do a Friday night live stream, American time or USA time. Although he's normally been, the last little while, his live streams have not really been on a Friday. They've ended up being more like really early on a Saturday morning. Born Through the Pain says, "Go get the big jar." I don't know what that means at all. But we... Okay, Rose Toes is definitely Ellstacker. Has to be Ellstacker. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. We're up to 21 likes now. I'm definitely going to drop the video. So probably after this chat. We've been running for almost 45 minutes, 43 minutes and a half so far. So I'm going to keep, probably, if you guys are still engaging and still want to, are still putting things in the chat and whatnot, then I'll probably run this around about an hour. And then you guys give me, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes to set up for the premiere, and we'll probably I'll run the premiere like very soon after I end this live stream for that video. So thank you very much for all of your support. But we're going to keep this thing rolling for at least another 15 minutes if you guys still want to do it. And you guys are still asking questions and whatnot. So because otherwise it seems weird. It's just, this is literally just me talking, but it is boring if it's just me talking. I like to read out the comments and interact with you guys and see you guys interact with each other, guys and girls as well. It is 2022. You can be who and whatever you want to be. Mackie P asks, what day is he flying in? So that's the thing. The time zones between Australia and North America a bit different. So Australia is ahead a fair way, which so about 18 hours, depending on where you are, or between 15 and 19 hours, actually, depending on daylight savings and a few other bits and pieces. But no, well, right now it's 2 p.m. on Sunday afternoon in on the east coast of Australia. So we're actually ahead, and I believe Ellstacker is leaving Boise, I think, and he could probably tell me if I'm wrong on this. I believe he's leaving on might be Sunday the 14th. And because when you're going from North America to Australia, it takes around about 20 to 25 hours in travel time, but you are going forwards through time. So in terms of the time zone, it actually takes I don't know, you arrive 2 days after you left, if you look at the calendar, but it only takes about 20 hours. So it's really confusing. But Ellstacker is going to leave on, I think it's Sunday the 14th in the evening, and he's going to land on Tuesday the 16th in Sydney at around about lunchtime. So I'm looking forward to picking him up from the airport. So back to some of the comments. I just answered that from Mackie P. I've been eating Vegemite to get ready for Aussie, says Ellstacker. That's funny. Yeah, your mum has been absolutely pumping you. I saw the thickest spreading of Vegemite that I wouldn't even eat on your toast the other day, my friend. Bad Rise says, we need to get you a desk mount for that mic. Yes. Yeah. So this is one of my old microphone stands from back in the day when I used to have a garage band in high school. Still had it laying around and still works, but a desk mount would be much better. I did have a look at a couple of them, but they are very expensive. And this is the microphone I'd be using to record in my home studio too. Adventurer Carla asked, what will the vid be? It will be a video from just before I was leaving for America. And I think it will be something about how I improve my packing and how the stuff that I pack for each trip that I go on gets better each time. And a bit about what I was going to take with me on the trip to America. So that will be the video. Yep, Ellstacker says that he flies out on the 14th. I thought that was the case. Clayton Dawson says he's watching in silence now. The Knights are about to start. Up the Knights. So that's the local rugby team. So, well, not the national rugby team. I don't know. The national rugby league competition. I don't know. Yeah, Americans won't understand, but it's sports. Mackie P, how many resorts are open in Australia? That's a good question. There's 4 major ones. So there's Thredbo, Perisher, Falls Creek, Mount Buller, and Hotham. That's 5 of the major ones. There are a couple of really small ones. So usually Mount Selwyn is another one, but that's not open at the moment because it got burnt down in the bushfires a couple of years ago, and they were unable to get it restored enough to open it this year. It's going to open next year, or reopen, should I say. There's Mount Borbor down in Victoria, so that's another very small resort. And I believe there are 2 or 3 small resorts in Tasmania as well, which technically is Australia. So all in all, there'd be less than 10 snow resorts in Australia. Probably 8 altogether, something like that. I don't know. Bad riders will probably tell me I'm wrong on that and can correct me. I don't mind. Shadow, welcome, Shadow. Good to have you in the chat. Bought through the pay and asks, is your mic plugged into your GoPro? No, it is not. So I'm actually running the microphone through a audio interface on my computer, and that's what the audio is coming through, and the GoPro is plugged in to the computer separately. So the audio interface I'm using is an old one that I bought years ago, because I wanted to start recording my own music, and that's a hobby that I haven't really got back to, but I want to. What a heavy stream. This is fun, says Rose Toes, aka Ellstacker Adventures. Carlo says hi to Shadow. He leaves on the 14th, but he arrives on the 16th. Yeah, that is pretty funny. It really makes no sense. Time zones are really confusing. Oh, I've lost my spot again. So where are we at to? Mackie P says that's wild. Bad Rider says we need some roo steaks. One of the meals that I have planned for Ellstacker will be a kangaroo. Maybe not a steak. I think kangaroo medallions. Like I might go with like a marinated kangaroo, and I'll maybe cook it in the air fryer. I don't know. We'll see. But he's definitely eating kangaroo. That's for sure. Shadow's got a headache. Oh, Rosalie Wilson is here. Hello, Rosalie. I hope you're enjoying all the treats that I sent you, and that you now understand how Australian plumbing works. So Rosalie asked me about whether it's true what they say about the water spinning in the sink, or the toilet, the different way, anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise. I can't remember, but it is true. So versus North America, the rotation of the water as it's going down a drain is the opposite to in the Northern Hemisphere down here. So I actually did a video to prove it the other day and sent it to Rosalie Wilson in the chat here, Ellstacker's mum. Pardon me. Bad Riders saying that he needs to try some kangaroo jerky. I don't think I've seen that before. Where can you get that from? Someone tell me. Lots of potatoes in the chat. Born Through the Pain says his little cousin actually used to play rugby. Cool. Yeah, we're talking that would be rugby union, I would imagine. What Clayton Dawson's talking about is rugby league. It's a similar game, but not exactly the same. It's very popular in my part of Australia. Probably more so than rugby union. The college team kicks butt, he says. That's great. We got a potato gang in here. Ellstacker says that we're making him hungry. Luke says that'll be good for Ellstacker to watch. I don't even know. Bad Rise says there's 7 snowfields in Vic. Yeah, I knew there were some smaller ones that I wasn't aware of. And technically there's a little one like just south of Canberra, but I don't really count that because it's so small. Like it's pretty much just a snow play resort. But I guess you could count that. I don't know what would be good for Ellstacker to watch, Luke Hayes. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Ellstacker said that he stole his mum's phone, probably just to get the likes up. That's hilarious. Mackie P is going, what? Wait, he's saying. So yeah, Mackie P, if I was to fill the sink up with water and put the plug in the kitchen and then lift the plug, then the water as it drains will spin counterclockwise or anti-clockwise. So if you were to do that in North America, it goes clockwise. And yeah, that is true. It's not a myth. It actually happens. All right, there's some stuff. Let's see. Ball Through the Pain is talking to Ellstacker. Ellstacker says he's been working a lot. Well, Melissa's saying he's funny. I'm not sure who she's referring to there. Probably Ellstacker. Yeah, Shadow. I'm bummed that we didn't get to meet when I was in Boise the last time. Bad Rider says Chuck has so many trips ahead. More 360 footage to come. Yeah, well, that's probably would be a good thing to talk about now is the next trip. So just before Ellstacker actually gets here, when I say we, I'm talking about myself and Swanee and Phil are going down to have a trip to meet up with Bad Riders again. So Swanee and I just came back from a trip from Mount Buller with Bad Riders. Oh, it was 2 weeks ago now. And that was fun. But now we've got a couple of days. We're going down to Falls Creek and we're going to ride for a few days at Falls Creek. Then Adam's going to leave us. And then Swanee and Phil and myself, we're going to travel to Perisher. We're going to have a couple of days riding at Perisher before we come home. And I believe that we get home like literally the day before Ellstacker lands. So we'll drive home, unpack our gear, and then Elliot, the man himself, will be here. So Bad Rider says leave begrudgingly. Yes, I know. We were pretty devoted that you weren't able to continue the trip up with us to New South Wales, but it's okay, bro. We'll we've got something planned to make it up to you anyway. Shadow's asking how Bad Riders is. Mackie P says sick. So I'm looking forward to it. It's been 2 years, I believe, since I've been to Falls Creek, and that's one of. Oh, it's hard for a lot of people have asked me before, like what my favorite Australian resort is. It's hard for me to answer. The one that I've spent the most time at over the last couple of years has been Perisher. Is it my favorite? I don't know. I do like Perisher a lot. Well, there's terrain at Perisher that's probably some of my favorite anywhere. But the resort itself, there are some issues with it. It's not the easiest resort to get around, but it is huge. And the parking, like getting there, is a huge issue sometimes. But hey, but Falls Creek, some of the most fun that I've had on a snowboard has been at that resort. So I'm really looking forward to going back there. Bad Riders is saying he's bought another summer toy. Oh my gosh, what could that be? Have you even ridden your summer board yet? We need to get the one wheels and the summer board together. Do a video. I'm gonna get Ellstacker on the one wheel for sure, 100%. Bad Rider says he's really keen to get to Falls Creek. So yeah, me too. It's gonna serve as a good warm up for when Ellstacker gets here, and I'm gonna need to get my drinking legs back because we are going to be taking Ellstacker to one of the local breweries here the first week that he's here. I've got a bunch of my friends together and that I haven't seen for a while. We're all going to have dinner. It's going to be fun. So might even film some of it. At least there'll be a photo or something that goes on Instagram. Shadow saying that he will go live for a little bit later. Good on you, man. If I see that pop up, I might come in and say hi. As soon as I shut down this live stream, which is going to be pretty soon, I think. We've been running for 59 minutes now, which, to be honest, the GoPro and the audio setup lasted so much longer than what I expected it to. I'm actually so stoked. I'm probably, if you guys like this and you guys can hear me like really clearly, which I hope that you can, I might use this setup more often. This is good. And I can talk to bad writers about how I have the microphone set up. So I'm sure he's going to have notes for me on that. But Mackie P says, bruh, one wheels are heavenly. I have a lot of fun. They're not the same as snowboarding, but they do kind of, for me, scratch the same itch. So, and Mackie's saying that the audio is minty fresh. I like it. Thank you. I'm stoked. What did Board Through the Pain say? Get the Board Through the Pain says get the carpet shampoo. That's an inside joke from what happened when we were staying with Board Through the Pain, Elle and I. And Melissa has just told everyone in the chat what happened. So that was that was a fun afternoon and a really good way to get the boys used to the time zone. And I'm going to be using, I think, a similar method when Ellstacker gets here. So there probably won't be too much footage of that. So we got Tim Wilson, who's just come back to the chat. G'day, Tundra Tim. Timmy boy. Good to hear from you. Rose Toes. Tim Wilson. Was Tim Wilson Rose Toes? I think it was Ellstacker. I don't know. It's going to be a mystery forever. Probably. Melissa is really keen. It really thinks that it was Ellstacker. New Year's stream take 2 featuring Elle. That New Year's stream was an interesting one. Swanee and I had been drinking for a few hours before we did that one. But so speaking of streams, this has been an epic one. We've had between 6 and 12 people like concurrently watching, which is like huge for one of my live streams. 23 likes, which means that we hit the target, and the one for me to actually drop a video. So if you guys keep an eye on your YouTube notifications, I'm going to be scheduling a premiere for a video very shortly. So it's now almost 20 minutes past 2 in the afternoon in my local time. So I'm hoping to maybe go for a 2:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time premiere for that video. So thank you all. I'd like to just shout out everyone. Board Through the Pain, Robert Fowler, Clayton Dawson, Adventure Carlo, Luke Hayes, Mackie P, Ellstacker Adventures, Rose Toes, Bad Riders, and I know that I had a couple of other people in the chat that the chat is not showing me anymore, but I had a whole bunch of people with the Week Camper podcast. Thank you everyone for joining the chat. It was actually a really fun one. We'll have to do it again soon. Keep an eye out for the premiere that's going to be coming soon. I'll see you guys in the chat over there, and maybe in Shadow's live stream later on. Board Through the Pain. When are you going to do a live stream? ? Last minute bit of advice: tuck that cable away. I keep freaking out that my phone is cracked. Is it this cable or is it this one here? That's actually the GoPro cable. So, but no, good advice. Thank you very much for for giving me that. But thank you, everyone. Yeah, the second one, this one over here. Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us. I'm going to end the stream there. See you guys hopefully in the video premiere.